Hi there, it's Sam from Pootlers.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. Now, I've promised you that all week I'm going to be sharing team stuff, things that I've done with my team this past weekend. There were 48 of us who got together in Manchester. I always book our events so that they're close to airports for those who are flying in from the north and the south, as well as the EU team. So we had Tina who flew over from Germany, but also close to rail links for those who don't drive or don't want to drive, and also great for parking. So we always choose an airport hotel, and this time we were at the Radisson Blu, which was rather lovely. And when we get together at both corporate events and team events, there's always swapping going on. And I've talked about swaps before, but if you don't know what swaps are, you take a number of projects with you that are the same. So they could be a card or 3D project or whatever, and you swap them away. So in my case, I took one for everybody. So I took 48, swapped them away, and what comes back is what you get in return. So you take 50 identical ones and you bring 50 different ones coming back with you. So we're on Wednesday today, which is my swaps, and then tomorrow, if I get my timing right, tomorrow, Thursday, you will see all of the things I got back. Now, I have a rainbow thing going on in my life. I always have. My mum will attest to the fact that from when I was a very, very little girl, I put everything into rainbow order. My colouring pens, my pencils, my books, all of those sorts of things, apart from my Enid Blytons. I'm sorry, but my famous five couldn't go in any colour order. They had to go in number order. But I've loved rainbows since I was a little girl. And actually it was a spectrum I preferred. And I would always start my rainbow with yellow if I was lining up pencils, and go through to green and do it that way. Sorry, go through to orange. But I love a rainbow, and everybody knows it. And people tag me all of the time in pictures with rainbows. Unicorns, not so much. They don't really do it for me. But the rainbows, yes. And I do get lots of unicorns with, like rainbows coming out of their front end as well as their back end, tagged on Facebook. But I love a rainbow. And the girls, when they send in cards, and you've seen those recently, when they send cards to me with cashing in their vouchers, they will often do a rainbow. So I found these amazing rainbow lollipops on Amazon, and they are hard, and it was a big tub. It actually said that the tub included 50. Well, I got extras considering there's 48. Actually, there's 40. Yeah, there's 48 in there because I've made enough. And then these are for my children because they kept spotting them going, "Can we have a lollipop, Mum? Can we have a lollipop?" And I'm like, no. So actually, that was 50. I got 4 for free. But yeah, they were. I spotted them on Amazon and I thought, I love them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I've got to get them. So I did. And as you can see, I have decorated each one. What you perhaps can't see so well is that the stamping is rainbow coloured as well. I'm going to show you, that's kind of really what I'm going to be showing you today. I didn't do a detailed swap. That's because I've done lots of gifts for the team. You've seen that earlier this week, the gift I gave to the team as well. But I felt it was very me, along with all of the tons of stuff that I've taken with me. That was easy to carry in my special swaps bag. Right, so how do I do the stamping? I used my uninked Spectrum ink pad, which now ironically is now inked because I've inked it up. And what I did was I got 5 colours of ink. So I'm going to grab my re-inker drawer and bring it down. So this is a drawer that lives on my windowsill just there. I have 2 of them. I have this little one which is in colours, and then my white and my memento. I've run out of stays on actually. There's my whites, my memento, and then those are my in colours. So these are the core colours that are in front of me. And so I chose my reds. I went for red. Yeah, I went for real red. I had Daffodil Delight in there, which is this one. I could put it in some sort of kind of logical order, but actually I don't use my re-inkers frequently enough to want to do that. And then, which purple did I use? I don't remember. What purple is that? That is Gorgeous Grape. There it is. So, and then I've got a spare bone folder. Actually, what I have is a very dirty one. And can I reach this without headbutting the camera? So this is a really old one. This is actually a plastic bone folder. So plastic bone folders are hopeless because you get gouges in them. But this is great for this. And it starts off clean. I'll confess that it does start off clean. and you absolutely soak the fabric until it goes in, and smush it about a bit. Okay, I'm just going to have a tissue to clean up. I'm going to do the yellow because you can see I've changed the colours of it. Not intentional, but I'm going to do the yellow and explain what happens. And you really do soak it, but it barely uses anything. I mean, look, that's still pretty much full. It's still, well, you can't see it because I can't tip it sideways, but it's still higher than the level of the label. Pop that in there. Right, grab your stamp, and I'm going to show you what to do in a minute, so assume I've done all 5 colours. Grab your ink pad, your stamp. I want the Just For You, which is this one here, and this is the A Good Day stamp set, which is a really cute set. Now, this is not how you do it for what I want to do, because I don't want to have gaps between my words. Let me bring out one you can see clearly. I'll pop this on autofocus for a second. Hopefully you can see the different colours. There's the blue and the green, and actually the yellow went a bit greeny as well. I don't want a gap, I want ink on each bit. So you can stamp it like this, and I'll show you what happens. You get a separated bit. That hasn't come out very well. But what you do is you push this little bit here, and they all clip together, which means it's then one continuous ink pad, which is exactly what I want. And I'm going to get some Whisper White and show you what happens when you don't clean your ink pad between. I like the result, so I'm going to show it to you, but you might not. So I'm going to go across 3 colours. The lighting is awful, you can't see it. So the red, the yellow and the green, and I'm going to ink up and stamp. So, oh, it's a very re-inked yellow. So you can see I've got the 3 different colours. And if you continue to move along, you start changing the colours. Okay, and actually I think I made that yellow way too juicy because it's picking up on everything. I've got my stamping mist off to one side, so I'm cleaning it up. But your colours change, so I actually didn't use an orange, but that has come out orange there because I've mixed. But what you end up doing is that you also contaminate your ink. It stops being one colour. Oh, you can see that a little bit better now. You don't get the differentiation between. So this one down here is what the green, the blue and the purple should look like on clean. When it's a bit grubby, you get this sort of murky colour. I don't mind that, but it does contaminate your ink pad, so it doesn't remain as a pure rainbow. So be mindful of that if you're going to do the best part 50. But I really like it. I really like the effect. Didn't think I was going to. I think I thought I probably would. So that's a nice clean one. Let me get rid of those for a minute. But actually I really do. Look at that. Crisp yellow, crisp green, crisp blue. I really hope you're seeing it. And then you close it up. Well, you open that bit up, close it up, and then, much like our regular ink pads, store it that way up, and it will remain fresh for a long time. Now, I inked that up, I want to say about a week after I got it, and I don't remember when I got it. When did we get the annual catalogue? When did we get those? I don't know, but basically it's been inked up like that for months, and doing that is the first time I've re-inked it, even though I've done all of these lollipops. Awesome. Right, I need 1 3/8 of an inch scallop, 1 1/2 inch circles. So even though these are spiky and it's a starburst, this does work very well round it. Jangly doorbell, and it will go round. I hope it's not going to stop at my house. I don't mind if he stops at my house because it's a delivery, no, not by the looks of things. Okay, and I'm looking for a scrap of black and my 1 1/2 inch and my dimensionals. Oh, where were they? Oh, under a pile of lollipops. There's one on the back of there. I've done that one. Onto here, and I'm not going to stick it on yet because, oh no, I didn't want to put a dimensional on that. I wanted that flat. I want some blue, but I'm going to come to that in a minute because I want to get my ribbon round. And this is the new, what are they calling it? Glittered organdy ribbon. Organdy? Organdy? I don't know. Is that organdy or organdy? I know it's organza, not organza. I also know it's oregano, not oregano. So I don't know. I'm not a seamstress. But anyway, it's really pretty and very lovely. And sometimes they fall better. I'm trying to get it around this bit. And when I have it on my left-hand side, I can tie it and get it at the perfect length without having to cut strips off the ribbon. No waste. Love it. Okay. Shift that over there, and then I want my double-sided tape, my tartan tape. And onto there, and yes, it's sitting better like that. So onto the front, little quick swap done, and they look lovely. They look lovely in my basket. I hope they're going to be well received. I think pretty much every single one is different. We've got red, yellow and green. We've got orange, green. Well, sort of, that's almost appeared Cajun Craze. Orange, green and darker green. What have I got here? Orange, green and blue. Orange and green. Blue and green. Orange, yellow, green and blue. So they're all very different. Just so cute. And I had fun making them. I watched a good TV show. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Ooh, I'm a real Marvel girl. Love a Marvel movie. Never watched it before. I'm on episode 9 now. The last 2 or 3 weeks, I need to do these ones for my boys. Oh look, there's only 5. I guess it's going to be me missing out. Yeah, the last 2 or 3 weeks putting this lot all together for everybody. Takes a lot of time, but it's a lot of repetitive work doing this and prepping card kits and packs and stuff for the team. So yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. kept me company. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.